Yo, what's going on, guys? So recently I've been getting a lot of questions about Path of the Brave. And most importantly, is it worth farming it? And if it is worth doing it, which level is the best to farm? So in today's video, I want to answer these questions. But first of all, let's talk about what Path of the Brave is. So to access it, you have to go to this NPC and you're gonna talk and he's gonna have option Path of the Brave. And I do believe you unlock it somewhere during the progression of Netherrealm. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's somewhere around time mark 5. And then here you're gonna have an option to go to Path of the Brave level 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And to access them you need a special key which is called Proof of the Brave. And you can drop them anywhere in the Netherrealm. So when you're gonna be farming time mark 7 and above. So here is Proof of a Brave level 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And when you are gonna complete Path of a Brave encounter level 1, at the end you're always gonna drop level 2, then from level 2 you're gonna drop level 3, then level 4 and then level 5. And level 5 obviously doesn't drop the next one because it doesn't exist. And if you look at the price, so for example level 1 costs anywhere between 2.5 and 3 FE, and then level 2 costs between 3.5 maybe up to 4 FE. So when you're gonna be farming a level 1, you are gonna be making at least around 1 FE just from the Proof of a Brave. So you're gonna buy it for like 2.5 and then sell it for 3.5, maybe 4, but sometimes you're gonna have to buy it for 3. It's gonna be a little bit of RNG what you're gonna be able to buy it for. Then when you look at level 3, it costs around 4 FE, so maybe you're gonna be able to make like half FE from doing level 2 just from the Proof of a Brave, and then level 4 is around 4. So most of the time you're not gonna make any money from Proof of a Brave when you're gonna be doing level 3. And then when we look at level 5, it is actually cheaper, so it sells for around 3 FE. So if you're gonna be doing level 4, you're actually gonna be losing on Proof of a Brave. And then obviously when you do level 5, you're gonna lose 3 FE because you're not gonna drop any new key. So first, most important piece of information is that when you are doing level 1, you're gonna be making money just from the Proof of a Brave, like around 1 FE, from doing level 2, around half FE, from level 3, you're not gonna be making really any money, and then from level 4, you're gonna be losing around 1 FE, and from level 5, you're gonna be losing around 3. Obviously, also economy changes every day, so it might be different for you when you're watching this video, but generally lower levels are gonna give you money from Proof, higher are gonna lose you money. But now let me show you actually what the encounter looks like and what type of rewards you can get from them. So here you can actually see which level starts dropping which specific rewards. So from the Proof of a Brave level 1, you're just gonna drop random rewards, just like in regular maps. From doing level 2, you're gonna start dropping level 21 support skill stones. But to be honest, most of them are not really worth that much. Some of them you might be able to sell for a little bit. Most of them are just worth 1 FE or even not that. Then from level 3, you're gonna start dropping the memory fragments that you can exchange for special skills. And then from level 4, you can actually drop these special skills. And what are these special skills? Well, there is the Selfless, Selfishness, Stand as One, Restrain, Precise Seal Conversion, Precise Cast on Crit, and Precise Cast on Channeling. And as of right now, Precise Seal Conversion costs around 100 FE, Restrain costs, I believe, around 10 to 20, and the other ones are not that expensive. All of the other ones go for around up to 10 FE. But again, it might change depending on the moment of the season. Now from the level 4, you are gonna start dropping more Ominous and Restless Embers, and then from the last one, so level 5, you're gonna start dropping Clergy's Thinking, which is the only way to acquire level 21 special skills. So you need 12 of these memory fragments, and you're gonna be able to replace them with the level 21 special skills, and they can be pretty expensive. I believe the Precise Seal Conversion level 21 goes for around 200, maybe 250 FE right now. So yeah, they are pretty expensive. Now let me show you an example how Proof of a Brave looks like, and I'm gonna do the hardest one, so the level 5. And level 5 is the only one that actually has 5 waves. This is basically an arena encounter where you go in the middle and you just 5 wave of monsters. And there are 4 different types of waves. First one is just random monsters. Second one is elite monsters. Third one is map bosses. And the fourth one, which is only can happen at the end, which is the last wave, is one of the endgame bosses, so one of the watchers. So here you can see the map boss encounter. It just summons a bunch of them, and we do a lot of different abilities. And at the end of each wave, you can see I'm dropping a lot of different rewards. Most of them are actually memory fragments, so it might not look like I'm dropping that much stuff, but let me tell you, every time I am exchanging them when I am at the town, I get quite a lot of loot just from the memory fragments. And also, as you can see, the encounter can be pretty difficult. I'm still dying from time to time when I am doing them. So now we are at wave 4. So far I had 3 waves with bosses. Now this is the 4th wave. I believe these are the elite monsters, maybe regular one. I never really can recognize which is which. But this is the easier encounter. And now we are at the last one, which is gonna be the boss. And when you are doing the Path of the Brave level 5, the last boss is the Traveler. So this is basically like an Uber Traveler, which is the second hardest boss in the game right now. The only harder boss than this is the Prey Invitation Pirate. So let me quickly kill him, and as you can see, even with my DPS, and I believe I have around 4 billion DPS, maybe even more, I'm still struggling with him. And most of the time I still die like once when I'm fighting him, maybe sometimes even twice. We'll see how it's gonna go this time. And he should die pretty soon. And he's dead. So let's see what kind of rewards I'm gonna get. And as you can see, like I said, mostly you're gonna get the most of the time you're gonna get the memory fragments. So yeah, I didn't really get anything special in here. But when you're gonna be doing level 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're also gonna drop the key for the next level. Okay, so to compare the loot, like how much you should expect to get from each Path of the Brave, I did a test with 20 of each levels of Path of the Brave, and I did make a screenshot of loot to show you what did I get from each one of them. And each one of these tests took me around 1 hour, so I had a pretty consistent DPS and pretty consistent amount of time. Okay, so from level 1, obviously on top of the loot, I also did get 20 level 2 keys, so I still made around 20 FE just from the Proof of the Braves. And here you can see not that much loot, to be honest, few memory fragments, some embers, and no elementium, and I did get 1 acute fossil. So nothing too crazy. And remember, it took me around 1 hour to get this. But again, there's still 20 FE just from the Proof of the Braves. Now from level 2, as you can see, there's quite a lot more loot just from the FE. 25. Obviously, there's still a little bit of RNG. And remember, I did also exchange a lot of memory fragments to get a lot of this loot. Most of the FE and the embers actually came from exchanging the memory fragments. And when we compare the amount of embers, level 2 to level 1, there's almost double the amount of almost all of the embers. And some remaining memory fragments, none of them really worth that much. And here you can see 3 level 21 support skills. And like I said earlier, none of them are really worth anything. I would probably sell them for 1 FE or just delete them. And also, like I said earlier, you're gonna get 20 Proof of a Brave level 3, which you could sell for around half FE more. Now from level 3, a little bit more Elementium, but to be honest, it is probably a little bit of RNG. I think I actually got here a little bit more lucky than I should be. I think from level 2 you should expect somewhere around 15 to 20 FE, maybe here somewhere around 30, to be honest I'm not too sure. But I also did get 1 special skill, because here you're gonna drop the memory fragments that give you special skills, and I did get Restrain, which like I said earlier is worth right now around 10 FE. In terms of other loot, to be honest, pretty similar amount to level 2. If you compare, for example, the amount of Rolling Air and Technique Ember, pretty much the same amount, and everything else also looks very similar. And these support skills also are not really worth anything. And from this one, I dropped 20 level 4 keys, which you can sell for pretty much the same amount of money that you would buy level 3. So no money made from that. Now let's move on to level 4. So here, again, very similar amount of Elementium, 30, here also 30. So it looks like from level 2, 3, and 4, I got a very similar amount of FE, but like I said, it's only 20, so it's not a good sample size. There's gonna be still a little bit of RNG, but as you can see, it is still pretty profitable just from the Elementium. Amount of Embers also looks very similar, but here I also did drop 2 special skills. Probably one of them was from the memory fragment, and second one I just dropped on the ground, because remember, level 4 can actually just drop them on the ground, and one of them is Precise Seal Conversion, which right now is worth around 100 FE, and I also did drop 1 Spiral Fossil. So this one was definitely a little bit more lucky than it should be, in my opinion, at least in terms of the type of skill that I got, and I also got Spiral Fossil. You're definitely not gonna see them that often, but still, it was pretty good amount of loot. But remember, now from level 4 we are dropping level 5, which means we are losing 1 FE on Proof of the Brave. So now let's move on to the level 5. And this one is probably the most disappointing one. As you can see, I did still drop 1 special skill, still around 30 FE, so pretty consistent amount of FE from all of them. This shouldn't be here, to be honest, probably put it here by mistake. A little bit more Embers, and few more fossils. Also, as you can see, 5 acute fossils. In previous ones I would get most of the time just 1. Here I got lucky with 1 spiral, but that was just a lucky drop. And quite a lot of memory fragments, but remember, here we are not dropping additional Proof of the Brave, so we are losing around 3 FE each time we are doing Path of the Brave level 5. So to be honest, it is kind of disappointing, but I do believe I don't remember which one of these. I think this one is Clergy's Thinking, one of them, and they go around for around between 3 to 5 FE from them, so you are making a little bit of money from these memory fragments. So, as a summary, which one is the best to farm? To be honest, I do think all of them are actually very similar. Because from what I know, the level 4 and 5 actually have very good chance to drop like high tier currency items. So for example, the Spiral Fossil, but also the items. When I was farming Path of the Brave actually for a longer amount of time after I completed this test, I did like around 50 Path of the Braves level 5, and I did drop the Memory Dagger, which I sold for around 250 FE, I think. And from what I've been talking to other people, yes, it looks like Path of the Brave level 4 and 5 have actually very high chance to drop high tier legendary items. And I definitely did drop a lot of them, but most of them were not worth that much. Definitely the only one that was actually very expensive was the memory. So when you're gonna be farming level 1, most of the profit is just gonna come from the Proof of the Brave level 2 key, which you're gonna make around 1 FE per. Then from level 2, most of the profit is just gonna come from the Flame Elementium and from key, which you can sell for around half FE more. Level 3 is not gonna make you any profit on key, but you are gonna start dropping the special skills, not dropping them on the ground, but dropping the fragments that you can exchange for them, which can give you a little bit extra profit, especially if you're gonna drop the Precise Seal Conversion. Then level 4 is still the same thing. You're gonna drop a decent amount of special skills, but now you're gonna start losing money on the key, but you also have a decent chance to drop something big like Spiral Fossil or some of the expensive legendary items. And from level 5, you're not really gonna make any consistent profit. Most of the profit that you're gonna make, you're gonna just get payback for the key. I still probably made a little bit profit from here if I would sell all of the stuff, but the biggest profit from level 5 is gonna be from the big drops. And also on top of that, you have to remember that if you are farming, let's say level 1, then you sell level 2, you're gonna have to pay taxes. So for me personally, what I like to do is I like to just farm the maps, and whenever I am dropping Proof of a Brave, when I drop level 1, I just farm it, then I do level 2, level 3, level 4 and 5. I just do all of them. I don't really sell any Proof of a Braves. This way you don't really have to worry about the cost. What you can do is you can just buy level 1s because they are the cheapest one, and just grind 10 of level 1s, then 10 level 2, 10 level 3, level 4 and level 5. So you don't have to worry about losing money when you are doing 4 and 5, and you still have a pretty good chance for unique items. But yeah, just to sum things up again, level 1 and 2 are probably decent profit just from selling higher level Proof of a Braves. Level 3 is probably the most consistent one because you're not really making any money on the key, but you are also not losing, and you still have a decent chance for special skills. And then level 4 and 5 are mostly gonna be just RNG loot from the special skills and from the legendary uniques. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.